welcome back to Gracious Offerings. So I've been gone a while, and I'm just now getting back to my YouTube channel, and I am participating in the January Look for Less Challenge, which is always hosted by Yami, the Latina next door. She has some great ideas and is very creative on her channel, so you want to go and make sure that you check her out. And she always picks a co-host for this challenge as well, and this month her co-host is Natalie with the Design to the Nines. And she has some really awesome ideas as well, so I will link both of their channels down below in the description box. And for my dupe this month, I am recreating this Seashell wreath that I have found off of Pottery Barn, I believe. And it's quite easy to replicate. Although I do not have any starfish, so I am attempting to make some of those by myself, using some of the other little shells. They could look better than what they have, but it will do. And so with that being said, I am going to be getting ready to start doing some Valentine's and Easter DIYs on my channel. I am going to be switching some things up. I really like to do the dupe challenges, and I like to try to recreate things on my own using cheaper items so that I don't have to spend a ton of money purchasing those pieces of decor. Also like to use items that you didn't typically think could be used as something else and recreating and giving it a new purpose. So if you are interested in things like that, please continue to check out my channel. And by doing that, you would need to hit that subscribe button down below, and also the bell when it appears, so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. I also will have my live videos that I do on my chalk couture, and I will occasionally add chalk couture to my DIYs in those videos as well. So you might want to keep an eye out for those as well, to get some ideas. So with all of that, let's get to this tutorial. Okay, for this project, I have one of these willow wreaths from the Dollar Tree. Just one of these. I have my hot glue gun. I have some agave chalk paint from Waverly from Walmart, and some ivory chalk paint from Waverly from Walmart as well. And I also have this big bag of shells that I got as well from Walmart. It was on sale, discounted down, and I believe I got her like under $5. That part I know. So I got this under $5. And of course I'm not going to be using all of these, but yeah, I got these, I think it was at the end of the summer, this past summer is when I got them, bag full of shells. So I'll be using some of these as well, and to have this look like the photo, well, first I need to remove my tag, get rid of that, and then I am going to use some of my ivory paint. I need to use up what's left in this jar so I can get some more. This in here is pretty thick right now, and so I'm just gonna start on one side, remove some of this loose stuff so I don't have to worry about it. And I'm just gonna paint just like this with my ivory, and my paintbrushes kind of hardened too, so I'm just gonna go over the rest of this just like this. Try to get in some of the grooves. Make sure I get all in there just like that, and continue around the wreath. So I will do this, and when I get done going all the way around the wreath, then I will come back and we will look at the shells. So I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and I have finished painting this with that Ivory chalk paint. It's still a little wet because I just finished, but what this does is it gives it a more weathered look, like it was somewhere out on the beach where the ocean water and the sun and everything just kind of distressed it on its own, like it's been maybe calcified a little bit. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then my next step is gonna be taking some of this and I'm gonna mix it with some of the ivory to lighten it up a little bit. But luckily some of these shells already have this pretty turquoise green color to them. So what I need to do is pick out my shells out of this bag and see which ones I want to use, and then I'm going to paint over some of them to make them match and blend well with this kind of color to also look like the Dupe picture. So I have a bunch of different ones. The only one I see that's orange is this one, and I think that's a really pretty color. I'm just going to save it for something else. And then like there's this burgundy, kind of mauve-ish burgundy kind of color here. So if I'm going to paint some, I think I'm going to stick with the ones that are like the plain white. Anything with color I'll just keep to the side for another project. And then these other ones that are already the greenish turquoise come in various different shapes and sizes. So we will pull some of those out as well. And on the Dupe picture as well, it has some starfish. Unfortunately, there is no starfish in this bag, so I do not have those. But I do have these little items, these little type of shells, and I might be able to glue these together to make what looks like a starfish, possibly, and that was not in focus, so I can make them look like that. So I'm going to pull some of these out as well, and then when I get all of them situated out and figure out which ones I'm going to use, then I'll come back and we will get started painting on some and getting them started to be glued down. Those. Make sure I get glue. I think it's this glue stick that I have that's causing issues. I have this pretty one here. Just find where they kind of fit. It's kind of like a puzzle piece. It's glue color. ahead and re-put these on. I'm going to leave a few spaces because I am going to glue some of these tops of shells together and make it look like a starfish. And then I will be back again. Okay, so I have added some of these on already. I have made some that kind of look like starfish with these little horn looking shells. And I also thought that if you were to do a DIY that had to do with unicorns, these would make perfect unicorn horns. And I have several of these left over. So I have some over here that I wanted to show how I put them together. Just in case you might want to do that, you need five of these types of shells, and I have 2 that are about the same size, 2 more that are about the same size, and then on this one I have a very smaller one which will be my tip. So what I do is I have taken my hot glue and I need a new glue stick, so let me get that real fast. Hold on. Okay, get that in there. So I take the 2 that are the same size. So I have this one, and I'm just gonna put glue in the top of that, like that, kind of like an ice cream cone, which some of the glue is gonna leak down in there. So put some more, and these I want to point down like so. So you can see that. Stick them, they kind of stick together kind of well, so you just do that, and I'll just lay it down and let it dry like that. And then these 2, we want them to stick straight out from each other, and they fit together like that. So I'm going to put some glue on this one. Dripping. I'm going to lay it down and let it set like that. So this is the bottom part of the star, this is the middle part, and this will be the top piece, which it could fit in there as well. So got that already going. So we'll wait for just a second for those to solidify some so that we can glue them together. But really it's going to be like this. It's going to be upside down. It's upside down, and I have saved a space right here, I believe, for that one. And then I also saved some of these ones, which kind of look like horns to me as well. So I thought that I could add some of these somewhere as well, and then fill any holes in with maybe some of these other clam looking ones. I think this one may be too big. Well, maybe not. It can go right there. So it's kind of flat on the bottom. Hold it for a minute. And then this one, it kind of has a tiger kind of look to it. So I put it on the tail of it. And then I just hold it down for a minute, and then it can set up on its own. And then I need to have these glued together and get those situated to see if I need anything else added on. I'll lay that there, let it sit. I may put some more glue. so that it can solidify while it lays there like that. Get some of this other extra glue drops off of the counter. And you may fill in some spots here and there. The Dupe picture actually kind of shows it being more sparse with less seashells, but I think that having some of these different types makes it a little more unique and a little more creative. So put that one in. Let me put some glue underneath it. And on the Dupe picture, it didn't have a ribbon or anything. I'm not sure what kind of ribbon you would use if you wanted to add a bow, but I think filling it all in fuller makes it to where you don't need a bow really. So still not completely solid. Trying to figure out if there's any other places I may want some. But as you can see, I have, this is coming loose, I have this orange one here, which gives it a little bit more color. This one is really kind of pale with a little bit of pink. And I did this one this side because I liked the way that the ring looked here. And then I also have this light orange one here, and that's falling off. So I'll hold it in place. So we will see as soon as the star one dries enough, we can see how we can get it on here. I'm just going to put some more glue to support that one. Don't need it to fall off. So on the back side, it does show like the little hole. I'd rather use the side that doesn't. And I know it still doesn't look exactly like a starfish, but it kind of gives it a little different dimension and creativity to the wreath. So let's see here. You can set it just like that. Let it set up. And that would be that, I think. I think it has enough on it. And you can just hang it on a hook on the wall. And I will show you the finished wreath.